Good morning. It is Tuesday, the first day of September. Hope everyone had a good Monday. Here's our Tuesday newspaper. Main headline, suspect skipped Florida court date. So that is about the police officer shooting that we read about yesterday. Officer Bohannon in St. Louis shot and killed. So updates on the guy who shot and killed him. Police are accused of tolerating vigilantes. That's mostly about the Wisconsin shooting of Jacob Blake, the black man who was shot in the back by the police officer. And then that led to other protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And armed citizens walked around, and one of those, a 17-year-old kid from Illinois, shot and killed a protester. So anyway, interesting sort of on that. Some other stuff. Biden calls Trump a toxic presence. So presidential news, the election heating up. And at the bottom of the front page, more four-legged friends getting a second chance. Cute little picture there. Anyway, the Madison County, Illinois animal shelter in Edwardsville is fast becoming a no-kill shelter. A couple other little highlights as I skim through the paper there. J.C. Penney close to collapse. That's in the business section, back on page A7. So storied, long-term, historic store, J.C. Penney's. Looks like it might not only just declare bankruptcy, but also go away forever in that bankruptcy. Sometimes stores can survive bankruptcy, but J.C. Penney may not. So sad news for them. And then over on A11, I'm assigning two very short articles at the bottom. The first is First Israel UAE direct flight lands. And the second is House to subpoena Postmaster General. So Israel is the world's only Jewish country, and the UAE, or the United Arab Emirates, is a Arabic Muslim nation, and many Muslim Arabic countries have had very difficult relations, and some of them war with Israel over the last 50 years or so. And the UAE has basically had a peace deal with Israel, and the Trump administration is saying that that's great news. And so the first airplane actually flew from Israel to the UAE yesterday. And then our last and third article today that I'm assigning is just on the next page, A12. Poland marks 40 years since pro-democracy agreement. And so in 1980, there was a big deal in Poland where trade unions, workers at a shipyard factory, got together and protested. And the communist government of Poland at the time cut an agreement with that trade union that was called Solidarność, or Solidarity. And it seemed to many to sort of mark the start of the end of communism, looking back at all of that. So anyway, learned something about history in that one. And then quick glance at sports page. Hey, grand open in Cincy. So the Cardinals won yesterday, beating the Cincinnati Reds. So that's all I got for you. 3 articles. They're all short. They're all on the Google Classroom, of course. Let me know if you have any questions. See some of you at a meet today, I hope. Have a great Tuesday.